The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop motivated apparel and grab yourself some motivated apparel today.
Yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast, man. We excited. We always excited when we link up, man. Give y'all some content. So hope y'all are having a great week out there, man. We appreciate all the support once again, and we're going to go ahead and get everything going on tonight, man. So we thank y'all for tuning in tonight. It's your boy, Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Chef Motivator. All right. Hey. Hey, I'm joined with my brother from another mother. Y'all give it up for Alxndr Hall.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Please stop. What's going on? What's cracking?
Roll, please.
What's cracking? What's popping? What's all that?
What's up, bro? How you doing? How you doing?
I am.
How you living?
I am, what the come on, man. I'm focused, man. I'm digging, trying to get my stuff together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? On my grown man tip.
That's what's up.
So, you know, you start doing stuff like that, you start digging in finances. Oh, my gosh.
Yes,
yeah.
Lord.
But,
yes, Lord.
just setting some stuff up, you feel me? Like getting some stuff, like going a little deeper, getting some, getting stuff in order, bro. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Pop down here, so for the summer.
Oh,
hey.
Yeah. When I got him last week, he graduated 8th grade.
Pull up.
Oh, he's
Him
a
and
high
his
schooler
cousin.
now.
Yeah,
Man.
he in high school this
Where
year.
the time gone?
Yeah, bro.
Where the time gone, where the money gone. This man is expensive.
Oh, yeah.
My man sprouting, you feel me?
For
6
real.
foot,
He a big dude.
No cap.
6 foot, waist size 40.
Good Lord.
That's
Shoe size
crazy.
13. This man a monster, bro.
Bro,
Good
he went from daddy to daddy.
Yeah,
Man, what's going on, bro?
For real, bro.
Oh,
For real.
my Lord.
Shout out to Pop, man.
Pop, what
For
up,
real.
bro?
For real.
That's my baby, man.
Yes,
God,
Lord.
no.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
And also, man, joining us tonight, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all give it up for my brother from the same mother, man. Give it up for Boy Wonda.
Big bag. Big
Who, me?
bag. Dub.
Who, me?
Bag. Big bag.
Who, me? Who, me? Hello. Welcome to the Blueprint to Success podcast.
You sound like that African
Man,
dude
you
on Wayne.
Yes.
Who you scammed today?
I did not scam nobody.
You
It
ever
was
watch those, bro?
Hmm?
Yeah, Wayne skits.
Country Wayne.
Country Wayne.
You know what? I never really got in the country way like that. I heard
bro.
he's funny, but I never got into him.
Yeah, them skits
Bro.
he did. He got the African dude. Well, he not an African dude, but he talk with an African accent just like that.
Yes.
Sound just like that.
Yes.
He go around scamming people.
Yes. He's a scammer.
Talking about he from Africa and all that stuff.
He's
Just
stupid.
scamming people.
I be on Desi, man. Desi funny, bro.
Come, man. Come on, man.
Desi is funny, bro.
Yeah.
I be on Desi.
Man, what you doing?
Black Air Force One versus the white Air Force.
Yeah, that's funny, bro. That's funny.
Oh, lame. Yeah, lame.
That's funny, yeah. Desi's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, call for backup. Call for backup, man. That junk have me rolling, dog.
Yeah, He's stupid, bro. He is.
Yeah,
He
he's a
need.
different guy.
They need to stroke him a check for a movie, bro.
He's a different guy.
Oh, yeah.
Go and stroke that man a check for that movie,
Bro.
man. He need to be up in there, man.
Hey, bro, he can do his own thing.
Yeah.
And he'll sell.
Yeah, he do.
He don't need no middleman. He don't need him
Nah,
help.
he don't. Nah.
Not like that.
But if he did get a little,
You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt.
Yeah,
He just get the big,
yeah.
the big piece of the pie.
Yeah.
But all is well, man. Just dropped the OK video, so you know that's doing good numbers.
Yeah.
So I appreciate all the love. Yes.
Yeah.
Man, bro, it's amazing, dude. Just like. And with the announcement of the artist on the No Great No Glory. Yes. Okay.
He dropped the squad.
I hit him up, man. I say, man, you ain't tell us the whole story.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got a whole squad.
Yeah, he dropped the whole squad. Yeah.
The bomb squad, bro.
I was like, dang.
And they still coming.
Yeah.
Bro, God is good, dog.
I'm trying to get my contract. Man. I ain't getting no invite.
I got it on the PDF. I email it to you right now. Walk like me. Talk like me.
But dropped the whole ball. He ain't tell us the full story.
Yeah, he ain't say all that. Yeah.
Well, see, what had happened was.
What happened? Yeah.
Shout out to the squad, man. Pastor Tim Moses, Knowledge, DJ Kojak, and Red Reed. You know what I'm saying? That's the dream team.
No glory click, boy.
Bro. We gonna be dropping.
To say that?
Bro.
It hit different, though.
It hit different because you've been longing for moments like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but it's just like, bro, it hit different when somebody believe it just as much as in you and what you have and what you carry, because they understand the vision, they see the vision, and it's just pretty much parallel to what they got going on. So it was just a beautiful situation. Right. They're like, man, yeah, and they all. My dog Pastor Tim always recruiting. Hey, you need to check this dude out. I was like, all right.
No, for sure.
I'm like, look, he be trying to have us like no limit over here. Nah. But it's been good, man. It's other tank. And so, and one of the important things that you have to have, bro, is like chemistry. So that is just undeniable. And just how we flow at our shows and the creativity that goes into it, man. It's just, man, I've been prepping for this for a long time, bro.
Yeah, you've been holding it down.
And it's like, couldn't have just anybody on the label. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to make sense, but also the character, the integrity, all that plays a huge part. Yeah. So, and them boys, they consistent. And that's the main word for the season, you know what I'm saying? Like, consistency, bro. Yeah. Just continue to work with what you have, and God will bless it. He'll blow that thing up, bro.
Yeah.
Cause he see. But before we go deep. How long? You know what we gotta do, right?
Yeah, look.
Hey, hold on. You know what this is, and this ain't JD. Go ahead, brother.
All right, so look, I'm on the phone with Faith, right? I'm on the phone
Faith. Shout out, Faith.
Faith, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Faith, right? So
he gave me the lowdown.
Look, my girl, she like, mama like, she said, I said, baby, what? She said, She said, y'all need to check on Mike. He always checking on y'all. Y'all need to see what he got going on. I said, we do check on Mike. Right. What you talking about? What you talking about?
Facts.
But she was like, no,
appreciate
check
it, sis. Appreciate it, sis. But no, they look out.
She said, check on Mike on the camera too, because people want to know what's going on with Mike. So Mike, what you got going on?
Hey, what you got going on with that bit, bro?
You know, we just go straight in. But I actually just I did a little. I ain't gonna say a little. I did a small tour actually. I just hit a couple schools. Spring football in, so I figured I slide in and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? And it actually went very well. It went very well. And I forgot to tell y'all though. I did go to I went to a school and I spoke to the whole school, elementary, middle, high. Oh wow! And you know I don't do elementary kids. I give me the older kids. So I can go. I can talk. I ain't gotta try to but
right.
But it actually hit. It hit real good.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, dog.
Yeah. So just trying to stay active, man. And but here's the thing that got me though. Because I did it last year, and I didn't get the response I was looking for. Right. But, it's all about time. And so I did it this year. So what I did was, because, hey, and this is this is a disclaimer. It's to my choosing, but I do sometimes just give away books and stuff when I'm out.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but I was like, I gauge myself with that because people will bleed you. You know what I'm saying? And so, what I did was I reached out, did a couple posts on social media, said, hey man, I'm putting together a spring tour, so I want to be able to get some books to some of these student athletes and leave them with them. You know, would anybody be willing to donate and sponsor a book for a student athlete?
Right.
Man, the response was crazy.
Mm.
I was like, my Cash App was dinging.
Bing, 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 bing.
My Cash App was dinging, dog.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
shout out to everybody that gave. Man, I got a video coming.
Yes.
So I got one more. School to hit actually, which is tomorrow. So I got one more school to hit tomorrow.
Sweet.
And gonna give out a couple books there. And so I wanted to go ahead and get the whole tour done before we clip the videos and edit it and everything. But then I'm gonna do a separate video,
Right.
just thanking all the sponsors that did donate and gave. So I thought that was kind of dope because I just put it out there. I wasn't expected to go off like that.
Yeah.
That is super dope.
And then got a couple big opportunities.
Yeah.
With some schools coming up with purchasing some books, curriculum. And
Yes, sir.
working out some stuff in the fall for when the school comes back around. So
That's good.
yeah, because I'm gonna tell you about that. See, you cannot be an entrepreneur and not have tough skin.
Ooh, boy.
You know what?
Cause it ain't for the faint at heart. Cause your boy was
At all.
Your boy was about to.
At all.
You know, it's like the stock market, boy. It's high today and low tomorrow.
Yep. Crash. The stock
Yeah.
crash.
So you got to learn how to manage the.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you got to learn how to manage the success in the middle of the chaos, so to speak.
You gotta learn how to fillet it. Look, check this out.
Exactly.
So my uncle,
Hey, he coming from the skillet, from the house.
coming from the house,
Got that
look,
fish, you know what I'm saying? You got it. I see you.
just a little bit. So
Cast
my
iron
uncle,
skin, too.
That
I know.
part.
Old school.
That part.
I know a few fishermen, right? So one of my close bros, DeVaris, he a fisherman. Shouts out to Pilot, man. That's my boy. He a fisherman, and I got an uncle in Seattle. He a fisherman, right? But my dad brother, my uncle Rod, he the big dog in the family. Like he the one with the well, all the men in that family big dogs, but he the one with doctorate and stuff like that.
Right.
So he's a bro. He put his boat in the water and dropped that pole in there. He gonna have the Peter effect.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight like
He
that.
has the Peter effect, bro. Every time he hit the water. So he called us last week. He said, "Y'all want some fish?" I don't even like fish.
Oh, I love
Right.
fish.
So he had a
I love
big
it.
cooler, big old tilapias, bro. Big nasty looking tilapias, but them things is disgustingly ugly. So he had a big cooler full of tilapia and a big bucket. So we had gave him to my dad's best friend Hap. That's how that happened, Sharon. So we take him over there. So Hap is like my dad, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at him. Hap is like my dad, bro. So he said, you want to clean some of these? I said, nah, that ain't my calling. And then he said, I said, nah, that ain't my calling.
I ain't heard that. Nah, that ain't my calling.
That ain't my calling right now.
That ain't my purpose.
Fish, no, that ain't my call.
Nah, that ain't my calling.
He picking them up. Nah, that ain't my. I said, I'm finna pull them in the sink for you down there. So, so we in his shed, right? We in his shed. So in his shed, he got this big, and he make everything himself. Bro. So he made his own shed, big old shed, bro. So he got these 2 double sinks, and he got this water hose hanging out the back of the wall. I'm like, what the world? So he going to hit the switch. He hit the switch, and the water come out the hose. I was like, oh Lord, he got some blank man stuff going on. So he take it. So he got this cutting board he made himself. He got a big board, cut a hole in it.
He made himself.
For real. Hap do everything, bro. So and then he said, tilapia, it's not a whole bunch of meat. I said, really? I said, the fish is so large. He said, nah. He said, I'm gonna show you. So he took his knife and then he scraped a little bit. He said, you gotta scrape a little bit just to make a room for it. And then he said, he took the knife, he tapped the top of the skin. He said, you feel it? He said, you hear that? He said, feel it. I felt it. I said, it's real thick. Tilapia got real thick skin. He said, you can't remove the skin from the top. He said, you gotta cut deep. He said, you gotta cut deep. And he said, when you cut deep, you gotta go right on top of the rib cage. So he said, let me show you. So where he made a little room, he put the knife right there and then he sliced right on top of the rib cage and then folded back. He said, now you can't just take he said the skin's so tough, you can't just rip the meat off. You have to cut under the flesh and fillet the meat off of the skin. So, bro, sometimes
Oh, I knew he was going somewhere with it.
Batter up.
sometimes, bro, entrepreneurship, 9-to-5 situations, trying to get your debt right, trying to get your finances, trying to get your household right, trying to get your relationship right. But if it's anything when you see it's a problem, when you grab it and put it on the table to deal with it, sometimes, bro, you can't cut it from the top. You gotta do some deep. You gotta cut deep where you can really get in there.
Yeah,
Straight like that.
You gotta cut deep. It's because sometimes when it's time to get to the nitty gritty, ain't no surface stuff. Nah, this is a major problem, or this need to get handled. How can we fillet this out? How can I take this and get the best possible meat out of here that I can eat and nurture off of?
Come
You know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying?
straight like that.
Straight like that. No chance.
Yeah, man.
You gotta get deep.
God, dog,
I
bro.
like that. What you got, dude?
God, dog, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
And bro, you said a mouthful there because, man, I can't tell you how often you have to put things on the table and cut and fillet it, because life is a journey,
And think of the madness.
and we focus on so much of the destination that we don't pay attention to what we can learn from the journey. And like we talk all the time, and just like how we have to make decisions, how we have to make sure that what we do isn't counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't put us back or set us back, because even when you think about us as artists, you know what I'm saying? You know how that works. So you have people that can pay, then you have people that can't, and then you work with the people that can't, but then you got people that try to finesse.
Right.
So it's like you have to be able to, like, look, I have a family, I have this, I have that. This ain't gonna work for me. You know, and they try to say, well, it's great exposure. I said, well, exposure don't pay the bills.
Yeah,
That's great. For you, that's wonderful. Like, by all means, get exposed. But I'm going to be exposed to these 4 walls.
Expose my pockets. Expose me to some money.
Expose my pants.
Expose me to 150.
You know? And so, and it's like, bro, like this journey is not for the faint of heart. It's just not. And entrepreneurship, bro, it's constant of the unknowing.
Yep. Yep.
It ain't like a 9-to-5 where you're expecting a check in 2 weeks. You know what you work. Entrepreneurship, whatever come in. Whatever don't. And I just want to encourage people like that, like, even just getting started with an entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to work and grind for what you're trying to build and what you're working towards, and use that as fuel and leverage to get to where you're trying to go. Because me, I'm using this to where I'm trying to go, but ultimately, I'm speaking this thing by faith, and I believe it wholeheartedly. I'm gonna be working for myself.
Right.
But I have to use wisdom, even knowing that, okay, I can have all the zeal in the world. What does this realistically look like when the bills are like this and the money looking funny?
Right.
And
Yeah, for sure.
you have to gauge in, okay, well, what am I spending? What am I doing? Like, it's so hard to cultivate the madness and what's going on around you, because we walk by faith, so we can't go by what we see. We just can't. So, okay, this is what's going on realistically. How can I realistically come up with a solid proof plan that can kind of disengage what I'm looking at? Because there's a way. If you got a will, there's a way.
Right.
But are you willing to do what is necessary and cut off what is necessary to get to where you need to be so you can be like a healthier and better version of yourself?
Yeah.
You have to.
Good. Yeah, and along with that, that's good. I like when he says, you can have phenomenal skill, but if you don't have phenomenal will, it ain't gonna lead you nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, man. And I knew where we were going tonight, so I'm finna check this out, man. Like you said, talking about cultivating the madness, man. The world is a madhouse right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? They're just doing different things. A lot of chaos going on. So it's like, how do you cultivate the madness, literally? You know what I'm saying? Because you got the single mother that's trying to raise her kids. Inflation is through the roof. You know, wages ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And then you know you got families trying to survive, dealing with the same stuff, and you got people trying to start business. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And so check this out, right? You know, I like we all readers at this table, so
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
check
For
out
sure.
the little definition. I was looking up the word cultivate.
Okay.
And actually, one of the teams that I spoke, because what I did was I didn't go with the same message to every team. So I had a conversation with the coach. Hey, what are y'all dealing with? What's the theme for the season?
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
these
good.
are the same. I'm just asking you two questions. What you're dealing with? What's the theme for the season? That's it. And then I'm cultivating a message off that. And so one of the teams I was actually talking about preparation. And I said this right here. And when God gave it to me a while back, it struck me. And it struck them when I said it, because I heard a couple from the coaches. So it's like, just talking about preparation with some of the things that they were dealing with. And I said this right here. I said preparation never prepares you for the adversity that you're in the moment. It prepares you for the adversity that's coming.
Okay.
Show you right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Show you right.
You're struggling trying to feed the kids. You know, you're single mama. You're struggling trying to do this. You're trying to raise the kids by yourself. Cause daddy being he ain't nowhere in the picture doing what he's supposed to do. Or you got the family. You know, you're struggling. You're stuff. We're talking about cultivating the madness, right? Wow. So it's cultivating. One of the definitions of the word cultivate is to prepare and develop. So if I'm cultivating the land, I'm preparing and developing the land to receive something in order to produce something.
Exactly.
So I can't just go to the land and bear and just throw seeds all over the place.
You got to prep it.
You got to prep it. So maybe shifting our perspective and how we're viewing the adversity that we're going in and saying, what can I cultivate from this experience? I don't like it. I don't like where I am. I don't like what's going on in my life. But what can I learn from this experience that's going to prepare me for the next one?
Trying to tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's when you, let me go back and here's read the other definition. It says
That's a verb, right? It's a verb. Cultivate is a verb.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're
That's
actively doing something.
That's important.
Yeah.
Because we
readers.
That part.
That's
It's
important.
like that verb.
Because when we doing stuff and words, our tongue be moving, stuff be flying out of our mouths, and we talking it, but we don't actually know what we really saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't actually like owning like what we're really saying. Cultivate is verb, is action, is movement.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's keep going.
Yeah. No, that's good stuff, bro. That's
That part.
Yeah. And then another word is another, which is kind of similar, but it says prepare and use. And then the other one says try to acquire or develop. So prepare and use. And so it's Because
Wow.
one of the things that I know you got some. One of the things that Coach that particular message was some of the things that the kids were, that particular group of kids was dealing with was how to deal with some of the issues that they had going on. Like someone was dealing with like depression, type stuff, mental. It was like a bunch of mental. He said there's a couple kids that we're dealing with. They just dealing with some tough mental battles. And so I'm like, okay. And it's like, okay, well, when I heard that, it's like, I'm hurt. Okay, prepare. Because what happened, one of the things I shared with them, and I'll share with the audience, it goes right along with this. It says, how do you prepare to cultivate anything? Right? So if you take the farmers, from what we know, the little bit that we do know about, farming and things of that nature, planting. So, first, okay, in order to prepare, it's cultivating, which it says it's a sense of preparation. You're preparing something for use, right?
Exactly.
So when you look up the definition of prepare, guess what the word prepare means? Basically, get ready for use. That's what the word prepare means. So So if I'm dealing with a mental battle, or a mental struggle, or I'm dealing with something, how do I prepare myself to get out of that? You have to cultivate yourself. You have to cultivate your mind. You have to cultivate your will. You have to cultivate your emotions. How do I do that? By the stuff that you surround yourself with, by the stuff that you intake, by the thing. That's how you cultivate. And that's what I was sharing with the kids. I was like, y'all don't understand. I just had this conversation with one of our kids, and I shared it in the same part with the which podcast it was. I think it was Noisy Experiences. I think I shared it with that one. And I was talking about one of the kids was getting frustrated, had anger, so he kind of hit me up. So it's that same thing. It's like okay, if I'm going to prepare the crop to plant potatoes, then I have to read up on what do I do to prepare the ground to receive potatoes.
Exactly. You have to study to become a husbandman. When he was
come with it.
I felt that came from a different place. That ain't come from the house
at all.
You know what I'm saying?
That came from the basement. Go ahead.
When Doug was talking about what he does at his job, and the whole time he was talking, I wanted to just vomit out so bad, but I just let him do his thing. You feel me? You are like a modern day husbandman, bro. That's what you do at your job, your first job.
Yep.
And the term husbandman, it's a Bible term, and we don't use it no more. But when you see somebody planting flowers, or when you see somebody growing a garden, they're a husbandman. So in order to cultivate something, cultivate and study what it is to be a husbandman first. You know what I'm saying? Because those particular people, they study certain things to make sure things grow.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They study about atmosphere. They study about soil. You know what I'm saying? If they're like aware of their surroundings. If you're not aware of your surroundings, you can't cultivate nothing.
Right.
Yep. If the atmosphere is jacked, you can't grow nothing.
Right. Come on, bro.
For real.
If the atmosphere is jacked, you can't grow anything. It's a reason why things don't grow in the wintertime. Anytime you can't grow nothing in the wintertime. Certain fruits grow in certain places. Cactuses mainly grow in real hot areas. You know what I'm saying? So,
God, dog.
If you a husbandman, you study the atmosphere so you can cultivate and grow things properly. If you a man and you want to get married, you have to study how to be a husband. If you're a woman and you want a family or let's say you have had children before, but you want to do it different this time, then you have to study women. They're not perfect, but you got to study women who have done it better than the woman in your family.
Right.
LeBron James was studying film. He know all them old people, bro. They say LeBron James' basketball IQ is really high.
Oh, yeah. You can tell just by watching it.
Kobe Bryant studied Michael Jordan. And I'm pretty sure Mike was studying Wilt Chamberlain and all them. So before we try to get in the game, bro, study the players first. Cause that's how we grow our game. That's the only way. So, bro, if the atmosphere is jacked, it's gonna be hard for you to grow. And I'm sitting in that seat currently. Like the atmosphere is not to where. I was talking to my son today. I said, Pop. I ask my son all the time, and it's a dangerous question, and I dare a parent to ask their child. You be blown what come out your kid's mouth. Ask him all the time, Pop, how am I doing as a dad?
Wow.
How am I doing? Like, is there anything you want to ask me? I said, and don't ask me no funny junk either. I'm being for real. Like, ain't no cracking no jokes. What you think about the living situation? What you think about this? What you think about that? And he was like, well, Dad, I'm coming for the house. Boy.
The truth shall set you free.
I shouldn't be saying this so careful. My son was like, well, Daddy, where we gonna move out? You know what I'm saying? Because when my son come, we got grandma in one room, mom's in the other room, I'm in the other room. So when Pop come, he share a room with me. He's 14 now. If you wear a size 40 pants, you need your own room. Your shoes longer than mine. I open the door. I'm tripping over your shoes. So my man's need his own. My man's need his own space. You wear size 40 pants, you need your own room, big dog. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I asked him, yo, like, he said, well, Dad, blah, blah, blah. He gave me the spill. And other than that, everything was fine. But just by me seeing that, and now I'm making certain moves because the atmosphere, if I don't shift the atmosphere, what I'm looking 4, 5, 6 years ahead might not grow how I need it to grow. But as me studying how to be a better parent, how to be a better husband, future husband, how to be a better man, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my husbandman down pat. I called the church today to set up counseling with Pastor Tim. Because it's things in the future that I know that I'm gonna be walking into, and things in the future that I know that I want to run into my past.
That's good.
I don't want to repeat.
Right.
I don't want to repeat.
Right.
Cause it was toxic, and it was it's toxic and tragic. I don't want to. Yes, you're gonna go through some things. You feel me?
Right. But there's some things you learned that you just like, nah, we ain't coming here again. Nah, we ain't doing that.
No, we're not doing that again. You know what I'm saying? So I sat down. I called the church to meet up with Pastor Tim so I can start counseling again. Because I'm feeling like the shift is coming, so I can prepare myself now. So 4 or 5 years from now, it look like what I think it should look like. I'm doing everything right now in my power.
Exactly.
So it can look how I need to look. So instead of me focusing on the crop, let me focus on the husbandman first. Let me get like, okay, I'm gonna sit in front of this other man who has grown great crop. What should I be focused on right now so I can have this outcome later on?
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if the atmosphere is jacked, it's gonna be hard to cultivate. And sometimes if you don't study the husbandman part and can recognize those things, sometimes you don't know if your atmosphere is jacked. Sometimes you don't know. You can't tell.
Yeah. Man, that kind of goes into almost a conversation I had with my coach this today, actually, because had a buddy of mine. He was putting on a coaches clinic, and the participation wasn't all that great. So he's done it, and he know people in places. So I hit him up, and I was like, I know, and he was like, man, he started giving me the rundown. And what it wasn't what I thought, because he dealt with the same issue. I was like, wow, you? He was like, man. He's like, let me tell you what the problem is. He said the problem. He said, they don't want knowledge, coach. He said they don't want knowledge. They don't want it. He said, so how are you gonna interject or try to give somebody something that they don't want? And he had like some heavy hitters coming in there to speak in the coaching arena, because he that guy, you know what I'm saying? And then he said he was going to bring another individual in that was a high power person, But he said he decided not to, and glad that he didn't, because the participation he thought he was gonna get wasn't all that great. And so he was like, man, in my area, you know, this is how it is. Like everybody suck. he said, but to the point that nobody was willing to come up and invest in the knowledge to be better at what you're doing, it behooves me. He says, he was like, you know, I don't have to do this. I did it because I wanted to do this. I saw a need, because the competition in this area is horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
It's horrible. But then he said,
is.
man, I went around to each, he said, Mike, he said, coach, he called me coach. He said, I went around to each school in my area, I think maybe 6 or 7 schools, high schools in his area. He said, he went to all the practices. He said, Mike, they all was bad. He said, so I see why they're having the problems that they having. He said, he said, but nobody wants the knowledge. So everything that you just said, bro, was just right on point. It's studying, getting the knowledge, and that's why I call my coach. You know, he called me coach, I call him coach, because we both in the same, really, like, boat.
Yeah.
And but at the end of the day, you know, you got somebody that you go, okay, well, I saw you make this move. Like, how did you do that? What did you do? Like, how did it, like, okay, how did you do that? Okay, I never would have thought about that. You know what I'm saying? And then actually implement it, because I got a mentee that I work with. You know what I'm saying? Because I still got my insurance license. So when they came to me, so they called me every now and again, and she was like, well, I don't deal with a lot of people, and like I really, you know, respect with your advice and stuff, and she just like, well, she said, I just don't get people that, because she get a bunch of calls from people that be want to do stuff, but they don't never do what she tells them to do. And she say, but like, I listen to what you say, and I do what you say. Like you say, like, go back and research, da 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 da. It's like, yeah. And so that's kind of like really half the battle right there, is being a student of whatever it is whatever game you're trying to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be a student of the game, whatever you're trying to play. Like, it behooves me. Like, what's going on right now is like, in the school system, is like, there's no sense of urgency with these kids. They got bad grades. Oh well, they can sit in class for weeks on end, and they get this thing called a makeup packet. You setting our kids up for failure. You gonna let this kid do nothing in somebody's classroom for all these weeks, and at the end of those weeks, you can just give them a makeup packet, and they take that makeup packet.
Yep, recovery package. That's crazy.
Setting the kids up for failure. So it's like, you know, they're not being a student of life. So when life hit them, they ain't gonna know how to respond, because life ain't gonna say, ooh, I'm gonna beat you up for these next 6 weeks, and then I'm gonna rest and let you catch your breath.
Jack you up, hang you up to the locker. It's like feet dangling.
You know,
like,
Yeah, for sure.
life pull all the punches.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no break.
Break.
Hold on, let me give you a recovery pack. Hold on. I know you don't like that job right now, but let me give you a recovery pack.
Yeah, no, it don't.
It don't like be life.
It don't move until you move it.
Yeah.
That's it. And you have to like I told y'all before we started talking, before the cameras got rolling. You feel me? Like I had to make it like a conscious decision. Like, yo, I can't do this, bro. So something got to switch. I know I got this going on, that going on, but if this never get right, nothing else is gonna fall in place. And that's just the bottom line.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if this gotta get right.
Right.
They gotta get right. When you got family, when you got children, when you got okay. Everybody got family and children. Most people. But when we start talking about legacy, if this don't get right, when our heart start beating, they gonna be looking like, granddaddy didn't leave nothing. No, not over here. No. No.
Not
So let
at
me
all.
sacrifice and do this. So let me think about the ones who coming after me. You know what I'm saying? Let me realign that. Sometimes it's got to realign.
Yep.
Let me realign it. Let me cultivate this part of the madness.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me cultivate this part of it, because the madness is going to be there. Okay, so cultivating the madness. it's like madness on the inside of the madness, basically. You got the madness to where everything going crazy, trying to distract you. But the madness we're talking about, and I assume that we're talking about, well, probably hitting on both of them, but the madness of the process of things, you taking charge and blowing up the process of things while everything, like, you basically got your shielders on and you staying focused the whole time. And you sticking to what you say you're gonna do and actually going through all the motions while everything around you is going stupid.
Right.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R828 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to starve your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
Right. Being able to maneuver in chaotic situations.
Right. You like
Let's still move
like you
forward.
looking through the glass like, let me stick to my plan, because if I let this window down, I'm gonna be just like that, and I can't afford to be like that. You feel me? So cultivate that madness. It feels stupid when you start really trying to do the right thing. It feels completely stupid. Stupid meaning like everybody else wilding out. No.
Yeah, everybody else going right, but then you trying to go left. It don't make sense.
Everybody hanging out. Hey, you coming to the? Nah, bro, I ain't coming. Hey, we going to Chili's? Nah, I'm on the budget, bro. I can't. But this week it's not in there. This week, nah. As a matter of fact, I'm cooking the whole month and next month. Now the third month I'm gonna take my girl out, but these 2 months, nah. We right now we doing something different now.
Right.
Daddy, I want the J's. You finna go in this rack room. You finna get the buy one, get the
Half off.
But that's setting things up in motion, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that's where when we're talking about cultivating the madness, that's the world that the madness in. You know what I'm saying? It's like if people trying to ball out of control and hurting themselves in the process, trying to keep up with the latest trend, trying to be Instagram models and all this type of stuff like that, and get caught up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I was talking with Coach earlier, like the crazy thing he was telling me what he did with that clinic, with the coaches clinic, was he said, how much you think I charge? How much you think your tickets were? He said, for me to get the response like that, how much? I said, just knowing what I know, I just said, about $100, $100 for the ticket. He's like, so yeah. He said, so you think $100 probably a good price for everything that I told you, He's like, yeah. He's like, Coach, it was free. And breakfast and lunch was included.
Oh, wow.
I said, excuse me? He said, Coach, it was free. Heavy hitters, gain knowledge, free food, X amount of people showed up.
That's crazy.
Wow. So they didn't want it. So it's like when you want something and you say you want something, then you have to put your position to get what you say you want.
Bro.
Hold on, let me say this.
Go ahead, do your thing.
I just gotta say this real quick.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Is if you want a wife, if you want a husband, you have to position yourself for what you want.
Yep.
It takes a certain type of man to go and wife a certain type of lady.
Yeah, right.
And the things I be seeing on social media from a lot of the women, a lot of the men, is opposite of what they say they want. Because the type of person that you're looking for is not going to bring that home to mama.
No.
So if you say you want, oh boy, y'all finna make me go there. If you say you want what you want, then how is it you gonna make a decision, bro?
Yeah.
That this is what you want, but choose to do the opposite of what's needed to be done to get what you just say you wanted.
Yup, they gotta, yo,
The choice got to line up with the decision.
Yeah, it got to. Like I said earlier.
Right.
And bro, when you was talking, and I know you finna skydive on this, I already know it. When you said something about them not bashing the ladies, because men do it too. I think it's a mind. It's a mind frame. It's not a gender thing. It's a conditioned thing.
It is.
That's good.
It's a conditioned thing. Like it's not
really
a race
is.
thing. Oh, it's the white people with the black with the. It's poor people everywhere. It's not just. It's gangbangers in every race. It's not just black.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People. You know what I'm saying? So when you said the woman trying to look, bro, it's a difference. Oh my God.
Oh, he coming from the house.
Straight like that.
It's a difference.
Slides and all.
Yeah, slides and all.
With the white beetle.
It's a difference, bro,
tee.
from trapping something and catching something.
Ooh.
It's a difference.
No, you did.
Yeah, he did. That's
It's
what
a
happens when
difference
you go
from
in the
trapping
house.
something. Bro, I know you seen Naked and Afraid. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, the show Naked and Afraid.
Mm-hmm.
When people in National Geographic, you know what I'm saying? When people
Is that
go,
the one where they go into the woods and try to figure
Yeah,
stuff out?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So when they go and they might have a stream or something like that to where they got big trout in this stream, so they'll get some bamboo or some leaves and they'll tie something up and put a rock in there and block it off because they assume that the water gonna have it go this way. So when the water flow this way, the trout gonna flow this way, and then they put the basket in there and they put a little worm in there or something, like a crab or something that the trout like. So when the trout flow this way, it can see it, and then they go in there, and when they bite whatever that's in there, they close, and then they hopefully when they wake up in the morning, the trout still be in there.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of keywords in there.
Hope.
You know what I'm saying? But what happens when sometimes you do wake up in the morning, that trout be in there? Oh, I got a trout. My trap worked. This
Yep.
time the trap worked. This time the trap worked.
Mm.
Just how I thought it worked. All the calculations with, okay, let me put this, it worked. But what happens when you go into the next morning, it's a frog in there? When you're trying to trap something, you're chancing it. But when you strategically plan the hunt,
There's certain things you do.
Right.
when you
To get that
strategically
result.
plan the hunt, bro, you have a higher frequency and a higher chance on getting what you want. I want the wildebeest. I don't want the trout. The first time I tried to go out there, he ran off. Okay, cool. Let me go do some extra push-ups and stuff. Let me go get some bigger spears. I need the best dudes in the tribe to come with me to go get this wildebeest. We not finna chance it. We finna go get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference when you hunt and when you're trying to trap something. Same thing with men and women. What you thirst trapping, boo boo? You trying to thirst trap me? You trying to thirst trap me?
And the thirst trap.
You thirst trapping. You're showing everything and you saying that you got the clothes, whatever, but you don't know how to hunt for the guy. If you try to get the guy who got some sense, you're not gonna be able to hang with this guy because you ain't got the intellect to have a conversation with this man. You're thirst trapping. Hold on, and I'm not just don't come from my head. It's same
Got an offering bucket,
the same thing.
insurance bucket.
I'm just saying it be the same
Every
thing.
bucket.
It's same thing with us too. Sometimes, bro, we pull up with the, you know what I'm saying. We got the, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But if you try to holler at the nurse who got the masters, who finna,
Right. Somebody you can build with. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, who been in school for a long time, who worked 40, 60 hours a week. She don't want you with your pants hanging.
Right.
You have to
Different
come with
vibes.
a.
I was in a restaurant.
She deal with doctors and surgeons all day, so she speak a certain language. So if you can't have her regular conversation is like, so if you can't speak to her in a regular conversation, bro, you ain't gonna be able to hang with her. You're not gonna be able to have her in an intimate setting if you can't speak to her in Publix. You can't.
Good stuff.
So you can't. What you was talking about is certain things that you can't trap everything. Something either you're gonna hunt it or you're gonna, because when you try to trap it, you get anything. That's why you think you keep getting the same type of guy, because whatever you putting out, you keep attracting the same.
It's the same
That's
exact
good,
thing.
bro. You helping somebody today, boy. Ooh.
You keep getting the same type of female because you're setting this illusion, this trap. You have to go hunt her. And you have to be around hunters to know how they hunt. You have to get trained by hunters to know how they hunt.
That's good.
You can't go hunt a wildebeest on your own, bro. You can't. You're gonna die out there. You have to get trained by people who done did this before. Or you're gonna starve, or you're not gonna be able to get what you want. Mentors, a big uncle, somebody who done did and done that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference between trapping something or somebody or something and actually strategically taking the time to build the skills needed to hunt what you actually want. It's a humongous difference, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that shows the importance of mentorship. How can you know what to cultivate when you can't even see all the madness that you're inside of? You can't see what's in front of you because everything is blocked. It's cloudy. It's hazy. So what does it require for you to be able to cultivate the madness? Number one, mentors. A mentor can help you see what you can't. When you think about a mirror, you can't see it unless you walk up to it and you be like, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? Or you have somebody else to be able to put this up to, you see what's going on? No? Well, let me tell you what I see. Boom, 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 boom. You need to work on this. This right here, you spending too much time here on this. Yeah. This right here is taking you back. It's bringing the old you out, and you don't know how to handle it or manage it. Like you say with the little boy, the young man, he is just like, frustrated, angry. He has anger issues. So it's that's the importance of a mentor, because they equip you with three things: consistency, cultivation, and discipline. Those you can't do without. Those are requirements that you have to have. And so when I did the triple C's of consistency, cultivation, and commitment, you got to be committed to what it is. And nobody wants knowledge because they don't value it. How can they value what they don't want?
I say that all the time. That's good. That's good. How can they value it? Ooh, that's good. That's
hold on.
That's a tweetable moment right there. How can you value what you don't? That's why. That's the stank face right there.
Yeah, it's real stank,
bro. Because you're trying to learn from people that already has gone down that road, that can tap into your reality.
Folks don't want you; they treat you.
What? Say it again, bro.
They don't value, so they treat you like that. Oh, keep going, dub. How can you value what you don't want? That's crazy, bro.
But how? And you and the crazy thing is, it's like you subconsciously doing this. Like, of course you're doing this on purpose, just because of where you are, where your mindset is, where, like you say, where you've been conditioned to.
Yeah.
But you don't realize how often subconsciously you're doing things that cause you to be conditioned in this place, in this moment. So I have 10 things that acquire a life equality that I'll go in, like, because you know how we do it, like, hey, what we got for the quote of the day, for this.
Yeah.
We're going to give them some tools.
Okay.
And I got 10 things that'll raise their life that quality of life.
Okay, number one, what you got?
So stewardship is another thing. Being ambitious. Being accountable.
Accountable is 3? Accountable is 3?
Oh, I ain't listing them yet.
Oh, okay.
No, these
we
are.
gonna need you to run through those, because I know how you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So so
we gonna be here a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the 10 steps to acquire.
Number one. Yeah.
So okay, number 1 is self-evaluation, inventory.
Okay.
Number 2, believe in yourself, your vision.
Okay.
3, research, gain knowledge, understanding. It's one thing to gain the knowledge, but you need to understand what you're gaining in order to use it as a weapon. 4, study the greats, whether it's in your personal life or your industry, whatever profession that may be. 5, set realistic short-term, long-term goals and accomplish them.
Okay.
6, come up with the business plan for your vision, or even whatever it is you're trying to map out in your life. If it's personally, what can I do better to raise the quality of my life? What do I need to work on? 7, invest in your vision and business plan. And your vision and your business plan, it sees eye to eye with your personal life.
So basically, invest in the things that help you complete what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Okay. So
because how can you complete if you're not willing to invest?
Okay.
How can you know what you need to invest if you have nobody guiding you or navigating you to show you what you need to invest?
Okay, tenfold.
8, surround yourself with other eagles, people that are going somewhere. Your network is your net worth.
Okay, that's heavy. Okay.
9,
Number 9.
never stop growing and learning.
Okay.
10, repeat steps 1 through 9.
Okay, tenfold. That's good, dog. That's why. All the time. Bro.
We talked about most of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good, yeah.
And it's like, man, if we would just take the time to listen, bro, like it would prevent so much hardship. It would prevent so much agony or pain that going on in your life that and a lot of it is self-inflicted wounds. Well, this person, no. Well, that, no. I got you. I got you.
You crazy.
Listen, you pulling a such and such to where you pulling a cheddar vibe, shooting yourself in your leg with your own gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's bro, and these steps are tangible. Like this ain't something that is so far out there that you can't reach. Is you can't obtain what you're not even trying to reach for.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to be able to get these results and stay connected. You got to stay connected. You got to stay plugged in. You got to stay plugged into the source, because this chaos, this madness, it's going to drain you.
Yeah,
you're going to have to learn how to detach, how to deplug. What can I do to and during my downtime that can kind of give me back some life, that can give me back some that just clear my mind. How can I just unplug just for a minute and reset and start again? Because you know, when you look at the days, I look at Monday, that's a reset day. Tuesday, that's a reset day, because all the days God allow you to see is so many opportunities to get it right, to restart. Well, what, I ain't finished this? Okay, let me put this back on for the day and let me knock it out. I set week goals, month-to-month goals, yearly goals, and it's imperative, because how can I know what I'm preparing for if I'm not willing to see what I'm in, like in the now? Like, how can I even maximize my opportunity now if I'm not preparing and seeing far off? Because sometimes we can look so far off and not see what's in front of us that we kind of just like, and we just running around in circles. And that was one of the biggest things I had to learn with myself. It's like, write the vision down. Like, we always just, I remember. No, write it down, make it plain, and then run with it. Because every time you see it, it's a constant reminder of what I need to achieve, what I need to do, and who I need to become. Point blank, period. And that's always the best version of myself. That's it.
And that's gonna look different from person to person. Like, and I think we gotta remember that. Like,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, he got the 6-pack in the muscle with the Charger, bro. You might even get the Charger. You might get the Honda Civic, but just make sure.
It's gonna take a little longer, but you're gonna get there.
Just make sure you the best version of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's like that version of yourself is gonna look different. Every female gonna look different. It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
Depend on what your purpose is and what God have ordained to do on your time limit while you're on this earth.
Yeah, exactly. And what like keep ringing, and what stuck out to me while he was reading everything was a small sentence. He said, the quality of life that you want.
That's major.
That's what got me. That's
Yeah.
that the quality. Like you said, everybody's quality of life is different. What you want is different than what I want. But you can't tell me you want X, Y, Z and not making moves to get X, Y, Z.
Exactly.
It don't add up. It don't make no sense. So it's like the quality of life. You don't know how long it's going. You can sit down and you can write those goals and say, hey man, this is my 5-year plan. And you look up 7 years from now and you still ain't hit the number. At the end of the day, can you navigate yourself? Can you cultivate yourself in the madness?
Exactly.
You did what you were supposed to do. You wrote the plan. You wrote the vision. You made it plain. You wrote it down, but it didn't come in the time frame that you wanted it. Can you be like David? I said this, one of my messages. Can you be like David and serve in the process? David didn't go to fight Goliath. David went to go serve his brother's lunch. And saw an opportunity and was prepared for it.
Already ready.
David was the Uber Eats guy. Bring it home. David was the Uber Eats guy. He didn't go to fight Goliath. He was told to go take his brother's lunch. And saw the opportunity to fight Goliath because everybody was scared. And guess what he did? He was prepared for the opportunity. Why? And I tell you, like, the reason he wasn't afraid of Goliath because he was prepared because he had already killed the bear and the lion.
Yep.
So if I didn't already kill the bear and the lion, who like the book said, who is this circumcised giant? Who is this guy?
He was checking them already.
You know me? Check my record.
Check
And I killed the lion and the bear.
Check my resume.
So it behooves us to prepare ourselves for the opportunities. If we're looking for a certain individual to enter into our lives, am I prepared to? Ruth? Was it Ruth? And Boaz? Is that the story?
With her preparing before.
Preparing for Boaz?
Yeah. Boaz.
Yeah.
She got the school. She was told what to do, and she did it. And she got recognized by him.
Yep.
You can get recognized by when you're doing what you're supposed to do. The opportunity will recognize you and it will present itself. But until then, you can't expect nothing less.
Nope. You can't present what ain't been positioned.
Exactly.
You can't. Even with man.
Hold on. So long. Say that, bro. You
can't present what ain't in position.
You can't present what ain't position.
But you can't. And what that mean? You gotta place yourself in doing things and getting lost in what it is that you're called to do. So whatever that is, don't look at how long it's gonna take.
Yep.
Because a lot of the how long is our disobedience, honestly. And I even thinking about, look at the opportunities that have been squandered, or look at all the information we get and then we just sleep on it and then we don't really do nothing with it and then we just, what was that again? I was real bad at that. But I had to improve on that. And a lot of what I was doing in consistency and being obedient into my calling and my purpose, I can't look at what somebody else doing over here and over here. And that's another thing. Like, just put your blinders on. Stay focused. Just stay in the zone. Stay in the moment. I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't position myself. If I didn't go here. The more people see your face, the more people are going to want to be like, okay, who are you? What you do? They're going to start questioning. They're going to start asking questions. Who are you, sir? Who is this man?
Or when you come out of the...
Who is this man?
Or when you come out of the cave on them.
That's it.
When you come out
and
of the cave,
you done
like, you're like, wait, who are you? Like, man, you don't know what I've been doing for the past 6 years. You don't have no idea. I've been...
Bro.
I can tell you about some stuff. I can tell you about how to rework everything you're doing right now. I ain't seen you on Instagram, but I can tell
you wasn't with me in the gym.
Where you been? I've been in the lines, dude.
Bro.
My soul, dog.
It's coming, man. Just chill.
Boy, you gotta let that one go, boy.
Yeah, it's coming, bro.
And if you ain't gonna let it go just yet, you can let it go in the email. Glory to God. Glory to
I
God.
like how you think.
Hey, listen, man. He gave us wisdom.
Hey, like exclusive. There you go.
Oh, look at there.
Bless you.
Look at there. Hey, who that? Don't worry about it. It'll come out.
Oh man.
That's good though, man.
Yeah, it's been good, man. Been another good one, man. It's been.
It has.
This one hit home for me, bro.
Yeah.
It does.
It really did. It hit home because it's personal. It's something that I don't care if you a multi-millionaire, real estate guru, if you mop the floor at Burger King, if you a anesthesiologist, whatever. This is something that's ongoing all the time.
Yeah,
It's for everybody, bro.
And this is common ground.
Yeah.
This is what.
Yeah.
This is what makes the playing field even all the way across the board.
This is the COVID effect.
Like, is that
When COVID hit,
you stupid?
it matter if you was, you get COVID, you gonna be down.
Nobody was exempt
Nobody exempt.
COVID wasn't discriminating.
at all.
Yeah.
Who is it? Who? Who is you?
You heard what you just said. He said every knee.
What? They be
Every
like,
knee.
yeah, just like such and such I know, such and such I know, but who are you?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was a dope one, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Hey, if y'all haven't checked out Noisy Experiences, we tapped on some stuff on that one too. So that's a couple episodes back.
A lot of nuggets.
Yeah, y'all go check that out, man.
A lot of
And
nuggets.
before we before we head up out of here, man, I know you had some shout outs or something we wanted to give out, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah, y'all listen up, man. Listen up.
yeah, so
Yes, sir. Listen.
let's do it later.
Huh?
Let's do it later.
Later when?
Like after this one. After it.
Oh, like a separate?
Yeah, separate, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all right,
So I can get the name right, and I can, you know what I'm saying, get the name right and get the, you know what I'm
But
saying.
the people, you know what I'm saying, they might not go back and watch. It's gonna be separate. So it'll be separate, then the same listeners might not hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of it. That's what I say. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name exactly what they're. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I said if I can go on my phone, okay, that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Next episode.
Yeah. Can I be edited? That whole part?
Mm-hmm.
It can be.
Yeah, we can do anything. Big camera. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, fellas. We're gonna get that information to y'all. We want to make sure we get out the right information. So, hope y'all got something from this one, man. We enjoy putting out the content. We enjoy just chopping it up. Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And we just set up here, we shopping each other, man. We learning from each other. We learning from y'all. We learning from mentors. And hey, man, we trying to create the best quality of life that we want to live for ourselves. So, man, we gonna get at y'all hair, man. Just stay tuned in, stay plugged in.
Nice.
The LAD, Life After Death, man. Y'all continue to run those numbers up for Boy Wonda.
Yeah.
And Like Me by Alxndr, man. Let's get them numbers up, man.
Yeah.
Let's get them numbers up, man. And check me out at www.shiftmotivations.com, man. Go out there and cop some books. Hey, just buy some just to get some out. We got the new workbook out, the Student Success Workbook. We know school is basically out now, so we're actually in prep mode for the fiscal year.
Yes, sir.
So check that out, man. Send them to your guidance counselors, success coaches, administrators, man. Y'all hit me up so we can get these books to these kids, man. I've been getting some great feedback and great reviews from some of the schools I've already been in partnership with right now, and some programs, actually, youth programs that have taken advantage of some of our work. So, man, y'all make sure y'all check that out, man. www.shiftmotivations.com.
Facts.
And so, y'all remember this, man. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all make sure y'all stay up. Make sure y'all cultivating the madness. Don't lose hope. Keep hope alive. All right? Any last minute,
Yes, sir.
y'all, man?
That's it.
Hey, that's
That's it.
man.
All right. Well, there you go, man. Hey,
That's
remember
it.
this. See you at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. Once again, we'll see y'all on the other side of success. Hey, that's it, guys. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Straight like that. Peace.